Can cinnamon actually lower blood sugar? Or is that just another nutrition myth? Turns out science says it can. But before we get into that, let's talk about why this spice was once one of the most valuable commodities in the world. Cinnamon has been prized for thousands of years. Ancient Egyptians used it for mummification, Romans burned it at funerals, and for centuries, Arab traders controlled the cinnamon trade, keeping its true origins a closely guarded secret. To protect their monopoly, they spread wild stories, claiming cinnamon came from deep canyons, guarded by giant birds, or was harvested in mysterious lands no outsider could reach. These myths allowed them to sell cinnamon at outrageous prices without competition. And the price? At certain points in history, cinnamon was worth more than gold by weight. In the 14th century, a pound of cinnamon could cost up to 10 months' wages for a laborer. But all of that changed when the Portuguese discovered cinnamon forests in Ceylon, present-day Sri Lanka, in the early 1500s. They eventually took control of the trade, ending the Arab traders' monopoly and driving cinnamon prices down over time. Today, cinnamon is relatively affordable. But here's something you may not know. There isn't just one type of cinnamon. The cinnamon we use today comes from two different species of tree: Cinnamomum verum, also known as Ceylon cinnamon or true cinnamon, and Cinnamomum cassia, also known as Cassia cinnamon. What makes them both cinnamon? They come from the same botanical family and contain cinnamaldehyde, the compound that gives cinnamon its signature flavor, aroma, and health benefits. But they do have differences. Ceylon cinnamon is lighter, sweeter, and more delicate, while Cassia cinnamon is stronger, spicier, and more common. The cheaper one you'll usually find in grocery stores. Why is it cheaper? Cassia is cheaper because its production is more abundant, and it has a stronger, spicier flavor that many people prefer. However, it also contains higher levels of coumarin, a natural compound that, in large amounts, can be harmful to the liver. But here's the good news. You'd have to eat about 1 to 2 teaspoons of Cassia cinnamon every single day for months for it to be a concern. Most people don't consume nearly that much, so if Cassia is what you have, you can still enjoy it in moderation. And while cinnamon is a flavor powerhouse, it's also got something even better going for it: its potential to help regulate blood sugar. Ever feel like your energy crashes an hour after a sugary breakfast? That mid-morning slump might have something to do with your blood sugar. Studies suggest cinnamon can help keep your levels more stable, but it works best as part of a balanced meal. Here's how it works. Research published in the Journal of the Endocrine Society found that cinnamon slows digestion, meaning sugar enters your bloodstream more gradually instead of all at once. Additionally, a study in diabetes care found that cinnamon contains a compound called methyl hydroxychalcone polymer, or MHCP for short, that mimics insulin, helping your cells absorb sugar faster, like giving your metabolism a little boost. And another study in the National Library of Medicine showed that just half a teaspoon per day led to a 10-29% drop in fasting blood sugar in people with type 2 diabetes. Most of these studies were done using Cassia cinnamon, so if that's what you have, you can still get the benefits. Just be mindful of how much you use over time. If you're learning something new, please like and subscribe to Vegan Bear for more science-backed nutrition hacks. Want to test this for yourself? For a week, try adding half a teaspoon of cinnamon, Ceylon, or Cassia to your morning oats, smoothie, or coffee, alongside fiber, healthy fats, and protein, and track how you feel. Or better yet, add it to something fun, like golden milk, an Indian turmeric cinnamon latte, or a warm spiced chili. Notice any difference in energy or cravings? Science says you might. And heads up, if you're taking blood sugar-lowering medications, too much cinnamon might amplify their effects. Always check with your doctor before making big diet changes. So what's your favorite way to use cinnamon? Coffee? Oatmeal? A good curry? Drop it in the comments.